You get some really exotic metal in the Baylis and Harding Porsche Speed Championship with Pirelli. This is a full-fat GT3, and the great thing about sprint racing is you get just one lap to pull it off. He's got to go out on cold tyres, do it all in one lap, and it's a real spectacle to watch. So Justin, you're the reigning champion of the Baylis and Harding Porsche Speed Championship with Pirelli. Come on, talk us through last season. How did you win?
Well, it was an interesting series. Last year, I don't know if you know, but we were running 4 different classes, power classes. I was running in P4, the lowest power class last year, and I was fortunate enough to be able to beat my fellow competitors in that class. And we get extra points for the number of competitors in a class, and collectively I managed to get the maximum points of anybody in the whole championship.
Now tell me about the car. I mean, how far away is this from a fully fledged race car?
It's running a standard 944 Porsche 944 engine. Otherwise, it is full race prepared, coilover suspension, and so on and so forth. It is a race car.
Okay, so Graham, you're a long-time contender in the Porsche Speed Championship. Yeah. Tell me, what is it? How does it work?
It's a series of sprints on either hill climbs or on circuits where you go a time between A and B as quick as you can. And that's basically, you get 20 points for a win, and then everybody behind you, depending on how much time there is between you, loses points for that time that they are behind you.
So unlike these race driving boys who get plenty of laps to try and get a good lap in, you really just get one shot to get it right.
You've got to get out there, you've got on cold brakes, cold tyres, you've got to get out there, do one fast lap, get back in, and then you do it one more time. So you get 2 chances in a whole day to get it right. You get 2 practices and then 2 chances.
So Geraint, tell me about your car.
Well, it's nearly 40 years old. It's more tired than I am, I think. That's saying something. It was originally an AFN demonstrator before Porsche GB started, and it was a Carrera 3. And I'm told they're quite a sought-after car, and here am I molesting it and abusing it, which is not very good. It's currently running a 3.2 engine, turning out about 245 bhp, and is extremely light. With me, it's about 1060 kilos, which makes it a fairly formidable machine.
All right, Tim, tell me about your car. I mean, this is a beast.
It is a bit of a beast. It's a new car this year, so really pleased with the way it's going. But I share it with another driver, so we double drive it as well, and you're really exposed when that happens because there's nowhere to hide. You know, if you do well and your co-driver doesn't do so well, you're feeling elated, and if it's the other way around, you're feeling really depressed about it. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Driver preparation. How do you prepare yourself for that one hot lap? I mean, race drivers are famously a slightly fickle bunch, and they need their warm-up lap and so on. You don't get any of that.
We don't get any warm-up at all. As you said earlier, it's a do-or-die thing. You go out on cold tyres normally, no chance to warm them up. You just have to get your mind into gear and focus. It is 10/10 from the off, and you get the one chance at it, and if you're not going flat out from the very first turn of the wheel, then you're not going to get the win.
So you're trying to get the most out of the car in a very short number of runs.
That's right. You've got to learn. You've got to know exactly what you're doing. One mistake and that's it. It's an early bath. You can't, assuming you stay on the tarmac, you've blown it. You can't make up the time. You can't sort of do another 3 laps and catch people up. That's it. And of course you get 2 goes, 2 practice runs and 2 timed runs, and they have to count. It's very, very competitive.
Now we're talking to you here at Brands Hatch. This is a technical circuit, even for the experienced racer. We've seen some very experienced guys fall off here. There's got to be quite a challenge to you, only getting a handful of laps to get your eye in.
Yeah, it is. I mean, luckily we're coming with practice a bit, and we do it a few times. We've been here before in past years, and you have to sort of, let's say, you have to learn sprinting. You don't get a lot of time on track, so you sort of have to fly by the seat of your pants, especially on the hills where you can't go and practice. So that's how it works.
Discipline of sprinting, I guess, is so different to track racing, isn't it?
Absolutely. I did a season of track racing actually 3 years ago, and it's a fantastic buzz. This is totally different. It's like a real high that lasts for about sometimes as little as 30 seconds, but you have to get it absolutely on the button. You know, if you make one mistake, you've lost it. So it's a very different discipline. But it's great fun.